Jordan Anthony is a sprinter for the University of Kentucky on their nationally competitive team. But that's only telling half the story, because he was actually the fastest 200-meter sprinter in all of high school in 2022. He ran 20.35. So it's safe to say expectations were high for him at the college level, and he finished his freshman season running fast while he did it. But he didn't run fast enough, because he didn't even qualify for the NCAA championships in the prelims, in the 100 or the 200-meter dash. If you are a track and field fan, this is not just a disappointment. It is a cause for concern, because Jordan Anthony has the talent to not just be one of the best sprinters in college, but probably the entire world. But he won't even get close if he doesn't make at least one major change to his career. And this is why. What I neglected to mention is that Jordan Anthony is a two-sport athlete. He plays football and was a 4-star recruit for the Kentucky Wildcats. He essentially redshirted his first football season. But all that really matters is track and field is only getting a fraction of his full attention. That said, two-sport athletes are nothing new to track and field. But when those athletes focus on the sport exclusively, the results are often exceptional. On the women's side, at the exact same school, Abby Steiner started her Kentucky career as a soccer player. But we all know her from track and field. Years later, she became a collegiate record holder in the 200. But football players have done this as well. Devin Allen played for the University of Oregon, but crossed over as a 110 hurdler and eventually broke the NCAA championship meet record. Even Marvin Bracey began his career as a football player at Florida State, but today he is an Olympian and a world championship silver medalist in the 100. And Jordan Anthony is still really good at track. He finished second overall at the NCAA indoor meet in the 60-meter dash, which is surprising because the 200 is supposed to be his best event, and he didn't even make the SEC conference final in that event. The 2023 indoor season shows us what he's capable of, because the NCAA has seen fast freshmen in the past, but none of them were this fast, this early, indoors. The coach in me knows that any sprinter who can dominate in the 60-meter dash has what it takes to do the same thing in the 100 or the 200. But the issue will come when they have to be trained well enough to run with speed endurance all the way through the race. If Jordan continues to split his time between football and track and field, it is unlikely we'll ever get to see what he is truly capable of. And that's a shame, because he could do a whole lot more than this. But you don't have to take my word for it. Just look at the numbers. In Jordan's first collegiate meet, he ran several rounds of the 60-meter dash and eventually recorded 6:59 and 6:57. He won that meet while doing it, and in his second meet, ran 6:55 at altitude. Now consider that Trayvon Bromell famously won the NCAA Outdoor Championship in the 100 as a freshman, but when he ran indoors, he never ran faster than 6.65 seconds. And that was in his last indoor meet, the national meet. Before Trayvon, there was Jeff Demps, and he was the high school national record holder at the time in the 100-meter dash, but he ran 6.57 seconds, once again at the NCAA Indoor Championships. And the greatest starter of them all, Christian Coleman, ran 6:58 as a freshman, but now he's the indoor record holder in the 60-meter dash. Jordan is consistently faster than all of them at this point in their career, the starting point, which begs the question, how fast can he actually go? Jeff Demps is perhaps the cautionary tale, an amazingly talented sprinter who never really showed us his true potential. And he was a football player. He played his entire career for the Florida Gators and even attempted NFL success. He actually won NCAA championships in the 100 and the 60, but he ran slower than Jordan Anthony did when he won that 60, and his 100-meter PR from college was wind aided, so he never actually broke his high school PR in college. Jeff Demps was still incredibly fast, but never won anything of note at the national or international level. That is a great career for most track athletes, but when you are the high school national record holder, the standard is incredibly high. So there's no way to know for certain what the future has in store for Jordan Anthony, but conventional wisdom would suggest that the way that you start is the way you finish, considering that Jordan is already starting off faster than any of the greats in recent memory. He should have a lot of great track and field finishes, and the medals around his neck to prove it. But that is only if he chooses to make track and field his main event.